Ooh, don't write on your baby with a Sharpie. This really is the best place for sushi because when I eat it, yes, I really feel that I am eating sushi. Greetings! It is Wednesday, my dudes.
My dudes. Yeah,
I guess that meme. Like, don't remember it, but anyway.
So I guess we're technically starting a little early, but that's fine. So
this one doesn't really have a
set time. I think we usually do it around 8, and it's 7:45 right now. But we don't really have
as much warning as you need.
Yeah.
You're either into it or you're not.
Yeah. No, I don't know. When I look down, I did this so that I wouldn't look bald.
Bald?
I know I'm too old to have pigtails, but you know what? I don't think that should be an age thing, so whatever.
I didn't sell any of the stuff when I came home.
Because you sold everything last time.
Oh.
Anyway, so...
Alright, well, you do some talking while I do some selling.
Yeah, so we're back with Azure Dreams. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Whatever.
You started it, and then I kept going, even though I'm not good at it like you are.
My shirt says, I don't understand that reference. It is from, ironically, you probably don't understand the reference now. It's from Supernatural. Cass. And then my pants are Harry Potter. And I only say that because if it gets really tiny.
My shirt says dinosaur in my pocket.
Yeah.
Even though the pocket a little bit gone, and then my pants are
She's not wearing
there.
pants, so just so you know, because then
I can't tell my
gonna...
right and left. Black.
Oh.
I don't know why
there we
go.
go.
What we're wearing.
I just because I know that I would do that, and it's like you're good
fix
at
that camera.
Oh,
it's okay. You can do it with
Yeah, you see me move it like that? Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't do this. Remember the Twitch and stuff. So yeah. So we'll cut this for YouTube. So if you don't say anything in the stream, we don't know if you're watching because we only have the stream chat up. We don't have any of the other analytics. So you can be what are they called? They're not called creeper. Lurkers. You could be I know because creeper music's so rude. You can be a lurker and we'll never call you out because we can't see you.
Anyway, I'm here to sell.
Welcome. Oh, okay. See, I thought you were gonna wait for it. Anyways.
She's gonna say...
what are you saying?
Oh,
I don't even know what you're saying. And what do you want to do today?
I didn't see what I picked. I thought I was saying sell. I didn't read it.
Maybe you said I'm just looking?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm here to sell.
Like
maybe I said I came to see you or something like that. Wood. Keeping my vital. Selling my copper. Selling my steels and my iron. I was just making sure.
No, one of them down there is a shield, the leather and the copper. Maybe keep the copper one. Oh, wait. Is the copper one got a little ghost man on there?
Yeah.
So it's tainted? It's
Taint Maru. Leather's not great, but she sits like that every time. Yeah,
it's kind of weird. But usually, I don't know. Yeah, okay.
I'll sell fire this time. Sell the star.
Mm-hmm. So we could go back to asking questions, but I thought it actually might be interesting if we did a little story time. So, but with Reddit. So that I don't have to come up with the content. Oh, you're looking sharper of late. Getting some dough, are you? She likes it because you got the money?
I guess so, even though I haven't bought anything, like, clothes-wise. I mean, you can. It doesn't really change it. Like, there's an item called New Vest, but it doesn't change your clothes. Some things in this game is like, you just bought it to, like, represent.
Right.
Alright, so once I get into the tower, we'll start your...
Yeah!
Are you doing that meme where, like, you're with me, but you're looking over at that one because you'd rather be over there? I like that.
Is this really what you want?
What is it? Open the safe for me, mother! She always says the same thing, so take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. I guess I'll just keep the wind with me. It doesn't really... I'll probably find one.
Okay.
And... I guess save it, because if I die, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but at least you already did all that stuff.
You can still see that I have not played any time off of stream, even though I asked if I should.
Yeah, we discussed that.
I think I should. I just wanted to give people time to watch and comment, since no comments said anything.
Yeah. We're going to take that as a go-ahead.
All right.
Story time. So there are a lot of different ones. I was thinking of like, should I go to like true crime, that kind of stuff. I'm going to start with quintessential r/ask Reddit. So you can pretty much ask anything. It's just like a generic questiony things. So I'm going to go through them. I've not read these beforehand. So if I think the question is interesting, I'll read it. And then I'll scroll through some of the comments and see if we go down a rabbit hole. Because this is what I do on my own instead of going to sleep. And I have a very early day tomorrow, so I can't do that tonight. So we're going to do this right now.
Do it.
Do it. What makes you insecure and why? That was asked by user / 10KBK. So 10KBK.
10,000 Burger Kings?
Yes. Whenever I realize that the perception I have of myself is very different than the way people actually see me, it makes me feel like a very different person.
Okay.
Despite the countless number of applications / virtual interviews I've been on, I've been unemployed since the start of quarantine.
That's not you all the time, babe.
Yeah.
It's a tough market out there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let it get to you.
Yeah. Less than perfect teeth. 2020 masks are a positive thing for me. I had that big, the perfect teeth issue, because I broke my 2 front teeth when I was very little. Not very little, but they were adult teeth, so I was stuck with them. And the dentist that we went to wasn't great, so they made them too yellow, so that was a whole thing. And then I got them fixed, but not the right way, unfortunately, so then I had to redo them. So when I went back to redo them, I got my teeth whitened, which was the most painful thing I've ever been through. And I've been through replacing my teeth without the nicotine, or what's it called, the Novocaine, working. I got 2 shots and they started on it and I was like, ow, I can feel everything. So they had to give me a double dosage before me. I could, yeah. So because of that, because I broke them when I was 10, so I have a huge distrust for dentists, because that dentist was also, he traumatized me. Fun fact, it turned out that everyone in the
medical industry traumatizes you?
Yeah, well, that too. No. People actually hated him. Like, he had a lot of complaints and he actually had to move out of the county. So, yeah. So, no. But he just did, like, again, I was 10. I just broke my 2 front teeth. So I haven't, I'm just like into middle school or whatever. And he's like, oh, do you want me to just make one big tooth? And he like started laughing, and he didn't tell me that he was teasing. And then my mom had to be like, he's not really going to do that. Yeah. He never said he wasn't. And then like that, he made him really yellow. Yeah. Anyway,
like, they can't read a room. You know, like, that's not funny.
Exactly. And then I went to another one. Yeah. And then like they were uneven, so I couldn't close my mouth properly. I had to go back and get them redone. Then I went to the one who did them well. I actually got veneers. I even asked, I was like, hey, are you going to shovel them down anymore? He's like, no. Yeah, that's what they do. Because they're like crowns. But then he also shaved, again, my face is numb, so I don't really know what he's doing. He actually shaved down 2 of my other teeth without getting permission, which it did end up looking more straight, so I have since forgiven him. But the fact that they did it without even consulting me, and I didn't realize, because yeah, I feel it in there, but I get panic attacks. I almost run out of the room when I go to dentists and stuff, and I had to kind of fight that, going through all those different things, trying to get a good smile. My smile is still not perfect, but I can't do much else with it. So I can't get traditional, previously I couldn't get the traditional braces to fix my canines because the glue on my bonding would rip out my front teeth. Now that I have veneers, I guess I could. And then of course there's like Invisalign. But now I'm too old and I don't care.
Well, that was a tangent, but I'm sorry.
That's the point of story time.
Oh. Makes you insecure. Dentist, scare me. Dentist. I'm never insecure, evidently. So.
That's great. All right, let's switch questions.
You didn't ask me.
Well, what makes you insecure? I was responding to someone who said teeth.
Oh.
What makes you insecure and why? You said you couldn't be bullied.
Yeah, I can't be bullied. I can be insecure, but like just existing. Never mind, go ahead.
Now you don't want to tell story time?
I don't want to tell story time. Yeah, I know it's an earthquake. I couldn't figure out how to get in there because I forgot to go this way.
All right, I'm just going to read one or two of these. These might get boring, but this might be interesting. So, parents of identical twins/triplets. How sure are you that you never accidentally switch them around and raise them under the wrong names?
I've often wondered that.
This is from the user Cheddarface. I know a set of twins whose parents switched their names permanently on purpose. After giving the twins their names at the hospital, their mom and dad brought them home and decided their individual personalities actually suited the opposite name. So their parents just switched their names. Didn't have to do any paperwork. It's amazing. Now that the twins are fully grown, in their late 20s now, their personalities are still so opposite, artist versus banker, and their names suit them both absolutely perfectly. Also, it's a great story now that they tell everyone, which is cute. What? I put an end to it, so this monster's money is mine. She put end to what? Oh, what are you talking about? I'm the one who damaged him the most, so the money is mine. I treat you as my big brother in town, but it's different here in the tower. It's my money. It's mine.
I should just take it, I think.
Yeah. Huh. It's Liam. Hey, Puffy Lips. Selfie, how dare you talk like that? As a member of the legendary Road family, and as a sister of the best swordsman in the world, I'm so ashamed of you. I'm so sorry, brother. Liam, it would be a million years before such a peasant like you could talk to Selfie.
I hadn't seen anything.
Don't you ever go near her again.
Wow. He took the money. Thought you guys were rich. Why'd you have to bicker over like $2?
That is a good point. Back to the side.
I don't really think there's a big deal switching a baby, like switching names. Like, you can even rename the baby. I mean,
yeah.
It's not like...
But they made it on accident.
Yeah, I know they meant it, but I meant like...
Oh, right, the story that,
yeah,
that it's not really a big deal. It's not.
I do kind of wonder, though, like, if you had kids that weren't identical, you still wouldn't have to report it? I mean, like, why is the identicality, you know, because they've got different blood, they might, well, I guess twins wouldn't, but... They
would have different times of birth.
Yeah.
Because even, like, just a few minutes off. I don't know.
I think I still would. I mean, like, I don't... I don't know. It feels like they probably should have reported it, but...
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Ate my babies.
I know someone with identical triplets. She said that was her absolute biggest, all-consuming fear. They kept the hospital bands on as long as possible, and then used colored Sharpies and kept one at each baby's feet color-coded.
Ooh, don't write on your baby with a Sharpie. I've heard people putting on socks or something. But I guess they can take that off.
The third trip has always been...
Triplet?
I guess. Oh, has always been considerably smaller, though, so she's easy to tell apart. She got less placenta or something. The other two, though, are completely interchangeable. She said they did the color-coding thing for the first few years until the kids knew who they were and could tell each other apart.
Wow. I guess, yeah, until they, like, get a scar or something.
Yeah. Until I get a scar. Oh, my gosh. Why'd you cut your baby's cheek? I'm a father to twins, and this was one of my bigger concerns before they were born. Some tips that I read about to tell the difference upon their arrival was to look at their belly buttons, as they would be shaped differently, as well as look for any unique birthmarks. The belly button trick didn't pan out for me, but one of my sons was born with a birthmark on his inner left leg, so that's how I was able to keep track of which one was which.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Parent of twins here. When they were first born in the hospital, literally a few hours old, they were in little cots with their name tags above their heads. Someone opened a door too fast and the breeze knocked both name tags to the ground. I picked the tags up and couldn't remember which was which, so I just guessed. No one else needs to know, especially not their mother.
Yikers.
Yeah, much of the same. They just kept the bracelets on. What is your comfort show and why? The twins one didn't apply to us at all. What's your? So I guess I'll name a few so that maybe you can think of what your comfort show is. How it's made, Yeah, I'm just fascinated by all the different process machines they use, different processes, machines they use, and talents some of the workers possess. The narrator has a smooth voice and brings the puns. Pushing Daisies. I'm still bitter that it ended too soon. It's an absolute gem. And also Community. It's fun, crazy, and full of heart. The Great British Bake Off, or show if you're in the US. I love the creativity, the wholesomeness, and the support of the contestants. Plus, it spurs me to bake. Not that I needed much encouragement, but it helps push my skills. I really like Forensic Files. The way that guy talks, I just fall asleep to his voice.
Aww.
And I know that it's about, like, solving murders, but I don't know. He just makes me fall asleep. What's your comfort show?
I don't know. I mean, like, I like watch, like, on YouTube. Like, I don't really...
That's true. Yeah, YouTube mostly.
I like watching people who are good at games play them. So, like,
Yeah.
speedrunners or, you know, just people, or sometimes watching people shiny hunt or something. You know, something just, like, I don't have to really pay attention. I will say one that I can rewatch at any time, so like if I just really needed a pick-me-up, would be Futurama.
That's true. Yeah. And sometimes, like, if I'm cleaning, I'll watch, like,
I don't
Always
think
Sunny.
Yeah. Because I don't know. I mean, I guess comfort just means, like, the thing you put on when you don't want to think about stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, or if you're just down and you just want something. Yeah, you just don't feel like doing anything, so you just put on a TV show. It can mean whatever you want it to mean. Okay, so this one's kind of upsetting, but I want to know what an answer is. So, teachers of Reddit, have you ever had to explain a student's death? If so, what did you tell them? This username is just CTE 2028. I was a long-term sub for a middle school band teacher out on pregnancy leave. 2 weeks in, the principal let me know first thing in the morning that the teacher I was subbing for had lost her child and I should let each class know. The students were close to the teacher and that
sounds like the principal.
They should know, he
out.
said. Yeah. I don't want to see that. Can you boots your scoots?
Scoot your boot.
This was 25 years ago, so no internet. I was fresh out of college, and I suggested that perhaps he should do it, or maybe even a counselor. He let me know that everyone was too busy, and if I had a problem, I could quit. I was only a sub after all. So for the next 6 bells, I let each class know that someone's life doesn't go as you hope, and that the parents can lose a child before they're even born. It did not get easier as the day went on. It's still the worst day of education in my entire career.
Yeah, that was a bad principal because
I
don't care if the kids even just hated the teacher. I mean, like, that's something that he needs to... No! I hate those traps!
Oh, you got pushed up?
Yeah, I wanted that bag. Could have been a red. Oh, well.
The bag was nice.
You know what? I haven't seen an egg.
Oh, yeah.
Egg.
How do you pronounce egg? Is it egg or egg? Egg.
Was Kat, or Kathy, whatever. Our older sister who brought that up?
You brought it up to me, so yes, I think it was her that brought it up to you.
Because it was like...
And then you were like, hey, how do you pronounce...
She was making fun of someone, or not making fun, yeah, but teasing that somebody says it like egg, like there's an A-I-E-G, like egg. Or do you just say the double E, or the E and then it's 2 G's? Yeah, how do you spell egg?
Egg.
Like, how do you go straight into a...
Yeah. See, I know I say like leg, like, because when I do a lot of reading, and so when I did like Little Mermaid, you know, I'd be like, oh, her leg. But I don't know. Instead of leg. But I can't do egg. I don't know.
Yeah. Man, my file sort sucks now.
I'm sorry. One more. A couple years ago, one of our pre-K students had a little sister die from a congenital heart defect. We live in a small area and all the kids knew her because we had a bunch of fundraisers and the student talked about his sister often. When she died, we felt very unprepared to talk to the kids about why Caleb wouldn't be at school and what happened to his sister. My co-teacher bought a book to read them, can't remember the title now. We were all crying when we talked to the kids, but trying to stay calm. We explained how it was okay to be sad, that Caleb would be sad when he came back to school. We told them it was okay to ask about Alexa, but Caleb may not want to talk much about her, and that was okay. I remember specifically my co-teacher saying, I know we all prayed for Alexa, and God did give her a new heart, but she had to go to heaven to get it. One of the absolute hardest days in my life. The kids were very sweet and understood way more than we thought they would. It's very sad. Well, I wonder, like, when was the first account of us knowing death. Do you remember like when you're so like? Because Grandma died before I don't know. I guess I was birthed, but I wasn't like a coherent person.
I vaguely remember being there for Dad's mom, Grandma.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I know, but I was just.
I
don't
okay,
know if it matters to clarify.
Okay.
I know I started to really like worry / I wouldn't. Obsess is probably not the right word, but when I was 10, because I read 15 Rabbits by Felix Salten, the guy who wrote Bambi.
Oh yeah.
Don't read that book if you. It will mess you up for the rest of your life.
Oh.
So, but yeah, like where I was first like really aware of like death means not coming back. I mean, we had guinea pigs when I was a kid, so I was like, I remember. I guess I was still 6 because it was before I got my cat, and they passed away. So I knew that it meant that you weren't coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember like an actual like, oh.
Yeah, because I remember. So our maternal grandfather died before I was born, and our paternal grandmother died when I was like 2, or maybe before I was born. Our paternal grandfather died when I was like 9. So by then I already knew what death was.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think, the other family members have died more recently. I guess we might have spoken about, I don't know if I should say that, but Mom had some miscarriages. I don't know if we ever discussed those, because I do sort of remember having those kind of conversations, but
I'm
not,
sure
I don't
when
know
I was
how
a
old
kid, I might have ask it. But I don't know if I was I hope it wasn't one of those annoying kids that just kept asking about it.
Right. Yeah, I don't remember. And then, like, obviously we had pets die, but I was older for those because, like, we got Prudy when I was, like, 5. So when she died, I was in high school.
Yeah.
And then, like, Henry we had to give away, so he didn't pass away. I don't know. I don't remember mine. Anyway, I guess that's good. That means I wasn't traumatized by it.
Yeah.
I was always, when I was, like, home alone and stuff, like in my high school years, I was paranoid that I was going to like wake up to one of my parents dead.
Well, yeah.
That's just because like living alone at home, you know, so like I'd be the one to find them, you know. I don't want that. But anyway,
got any happier ones?
Here are some. What are some Well, yeah, Ask Reddit's not really happy usually. Sometimes they're funny. What are some interesting gross facts about the ancient worlds? Now this one is by Slipperfish, and it is marked as not safe for work. So,
there's some interesting words to cover.
Yeah. So I'm going to try to not read the ones that are like really bad, but we're in a mature game, so it's fine. Yeah. Someone said, I'm surprised no one put it here yet, but people used to eat mummies. I actually just saw a thing about that. Yeah, it was like 100-year-old thing. For some reason, they thought that it was gonna like save you and stuff. Okay, ancient Romans would use a sponge on a stick, a xylospongium, to clean their anuses after defecating. And these devices, they were typically communal, used in public latrines.
Okay, keep your own butt stick to yourself.
Butt stick. They would have women pee on grains to see if they were pregnant. If the seeds sprouted, that meant the hormone levels were high enough in the woman to cause it, thus she is pregnant.
Okay.
What is that? Ever hear the expression, the rabbit died, to mean that someone was pregnant?
I was just going to bring that up. I was like, but I couldn't remember if it was from a book.
Oh, well, this, I guess, is... The rabbit always died, pregnant or not. The rabbit test was to inject a young female mouse or rabbit with a woman's urine, then kill it, and see whether the ovaries had matured in response to the hormones in the urine.
That's like a really complicated test. I'd rather just pee on some grass.
Yeah, right?
I mean, I won't get into anything like that, but like, if you thought you might be pregnant and you didn't want it, I'm sure they had things, like moon tea or whatever they call it in some books, and if you were pregnant and you did want it, wouldn't you just wait?
Yeah.
I mean, like, it doesn't really change, like...
I guess if they were trying, like, if the, man was going off to war, You know, like, do they need to keep trying? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
Not that it doesn't matter, but like, if you think you might be pregnant, just stop drinking wine.
Especially
I don't even know how
back
far back
then.
you go.
Yeah.
Do they even know not to drink wine? Or I'm just gonna leave.
Okay.
You're beating me because I don't have good stuff.
Oh. So they use this for immunity. It's called variolation. They would take and grind smallpox scabs, make a paste, and scrape it into their arms. But apparently it did work. Sometimes they would snort the scabs, or they'd blow it up a baby's nose. It started in ancient China.
Why are none of these things like, they love to have puppies sleep next to them when they were eating bread at night?
Well, because this question specifically said, what are some gross facts?
Oh, it did say gross, okay.
Okay. Let's see. Let me see. No, that one's so stupid. What careers or jobs most attract psychopaths? Didn't they said, wasn't it like politics and stuff?
What, was dentists attract psychopaths?
Oh, yeah.
Or that's the
Homeowners Association president.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, those are just opinions, so I'm not gonna write that. Teachers of Reddit, what is the best plot twist you didn't see coming in your students' writing?
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I had a student who was obsessed with silverback gorillas. I mean, everything he wrote was about silverbacks. Even for the most random question. For example, about Shakespeare's sonnets, and his answer would somehow quite logically twist around to his gorillas. After a while, he added a character, the Queen of Zanzibar. She controlled this wild and often violent band of gorillas. At the end of that year, I ended up moving away, and at my farewell lunch, he gave me a card which says, "There will never be another story about the silverback gorillas of Zanzibar because the Queen of Zanzibar is moving to Australia."
Aww.
Blew me away. I never thought his stories were analogies of our school and students, or that I had made that much of an impact on his life.
Man, she really... I teach all about, like, you know, inferring things and allegory or whatever. She couldn't pick up that, like... You know, the Trojans lost the basketball game today. I mean,
yeah.
I guess I didn't read his stuff, so, but... Oh, that's cute, though.
You want to upset? I read you bedtime story? Teaching 8th grade English, a student was writing about a supernatural investigator. About 2/3 through the story, the narrator is listing all the greatest horrors he had ever seen. The list ended... I once saw an English teacher named Mr. My Name slough off his skin and devour a classroom of students. It was a great surprise and story.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just read this one and then we'll move on. When my nephew was 6 or 7 or so, they had to write a description of how to make a sandwich. Excuse me, that was weird.
How to make a sandwich?
How to make a sandwich. My nephew proceeded to write a detailed account of how to make a sandwich, like a witch, I guess, which includes getting a mold of a witch and putting wet sand into it. You get the idea. The teacher said in all her years of teaching that no kid had ever done that. She asked to keep a copy because she thought it was so funny.
Aww.
What does English sound like to a non-native speaker?
I've seen that video. I've seen a video on on YouTube about that.
Oh yeah, there's a song.
It doesn't sound good.
No. No.
Although, like, I mean, it's a different cadence though. But like, when people are speaking, like, they're sort of. I mean, I know it's a different language, but like Scottish, not like traditional Scottish, like Celtic or whatever. I don't know where Scottish comes from. Sorry, but so there will be people who speak like a dialect of Scottish English, but heavily accented by the more traditional language.
Yeah.
And you don't have any idea what they're saying.
That's
and like,
true.
but then like in English, like, so did you go to the farm today? Whatever, you can't understand what they're saying. They're like, yeah, okay. So like the English, I don't know. It's just, so that sounds very strange. But because I like the Scottish cadence and inflection. That's
yeah. I do find, like, the more you listen to that type of stuff, the more you get the, like, Moon Boy is a fantastic show.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, then you hear the
Irish.
Yeah, the Irish. And anyway,
Plus then you start to pick up on some of their slang and stuff.
Yes.
That's part of the
Remember
problem.
when we first read Harry Potter, we were like, what take the Mickey? Is that what it was or something?
Take the mick, yeah.
You take the mick. It was like, what does that mean? Like, context clues, we understood what it insinuated.
Yeah. I guess I'll just do this.
Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I stop petting my ball?
You did. You did stop testing
Kel-
your food.
Kelvin_Inman asks, what movie was so forgettable that you know you watched it but can't recall anything about the events of the movie?
Any movie, because I don't remember.
That movie, yeah, I know that would be my problem. Be like, I don't remember. If someone, it happens to me a lot where someone says, hey, have you seen this movie? And be like, I know for a fact I saw that movie, but I couldn't tell you anything about it.
One.
You can think of one?
Yeah.
What?
Ghost in the Shell.
You fell asleep through that movie.
I've tried to watch it 3 times. I've also tried to watch Akira, and I swear I made it through, but I don't remember that movie at all.
I fell asleep through the Batman movies.
Okay.
Oh, remember that District? Was it District 9? Was that the one?
Yeah,
I had to watch that like twice. I watched it and then you guys fell asleep, and then I think we watched it again.
I might have fallen asleep too, but
at one point I feel like because I started laughing or something, or I said something, and I looked over and like neither of you, it was Dad, and then fell, and like.
Well, to be fair, some of us get sleepy when the sun goes down.
When the sun goes down.
Why don't you sing real songs?
That is a real song.
I've never heard.
Anyway, here are some answers other people have said.
Oh, okay.
That movie with The Rock being a tooth fairy. All I know is that he was a tooth fairy. I believe you're thinking of Tooth Fairy starring The Rock.
That's probably all you need to know.
Yeah.
We might have seen it, but
I didn't see that one. Remember there was that time where like ultra like hardcore bodybuilder guys were in weird movies,
yeah,
like
we
Vin
just
Diesel.
Watched, like Nostalgia Critic or somebody talk about that, didn't we?
You did.
Oh, you did.
Soul Survivors. I know I've watched it 3 times. I remember saying, I'm sure I must have seen this before putting it on the last 2. Not a single shot remains in my brain. Soul Survivors. I don't think I've seen that.
My problem is I don't remember anything about anything I ever watched.
Yes, I know.
So.
Assassin's Creed. Apparently I saw it in theaters with my now ex.
That's a movie.
Yeah, remember? We never saw it either.
Yeah.
I meant to because they somehow did it where it wasn't like CG or whatever with the Eagles drop, and they had a stunt double. I was like, whoa,
Wow.
they did that with a stunt double, and I thought that was so cool, but I never watched the movie.
Your nose is not the controller. I know they're very similar in shape. Stop trying to put your nose in my hand.
So yeah, so apparently they saw it in theaters. When I bought it on Blu-ray, she asked why. I said I'd been wanting to see it. She explained that we saw it in the theater, and it was terrible. She was right.
Our friend who really likes Assassin's Creed, she doesn't talk about it. I guess she just doesn't
because
want
it's
to...
horrible. Yeah, she didn't talk about it. Independence Day Resurgence. Honestly, all I can remember is actively rooting for the main cast to die.
Whoa.
Cowboys versus Aliens. All I remember is the title. Okay, so edit. It's called Home. At first, they didn't know the name of this. There was an animated, movie with aliens that starred Rihanna.
Oh, yeah, we saw that.
And it was totally ripped off the plot to Jimmy Neutron. Oh, yeah, Home. Okay, that's one with the guy from Sheldon's
Sheldon.
actors.
Yeah.
Okay, we did see that.
Ripped off how?
I don't know, because I didn't watch Jimmy Neutron, so.
I thought that was just about a really smart kid who.
But
like,
maybe
made
maybe he knew some. I don't know.
Maybe there was an episode, because the whole thing was that the little purple guy, he sent out invitations to a party,
right?
But accidentally, like, he always messed shit up, and then he invited the bad guys to the party, so that they could find where the good guys were. And he tried to escape, and he landed on Earth, and that's why he was hanging out with the girl, and then like the bad aliens ended up trying to come over and take over Earth. That's
right.
Stuff.
I remember that.
So, like,
Shomurosi.
I do sometimes forget that Rihanna was the one who voiced the kid, but I mean, it wasn't a horrible movie. I wouldn't say it's good. But...
Yeah, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't good. Okay, and looking up that, they vaguely remembered seeing Battleship because Rihanna was in that one too, and they fuck all about that one. That was the one. Was Battleship Was it?
that.
Remember, there was that movie where we spent 3/4 of the movie not sure whether these two partners were father and son or
Pacific
lovers.
Rim.
Pacific Rim. We're like, are they lovers or are they like?
Wasn't there something about a cake? Like they wanted to share cake. I swear, I thought that they were a couple.
Yeah, I
like,
did too.
I was like, okay, yeah. I mean, that's really cool. This is like a bro movie, and you got you know, and they weren't overt about like, obviously.
Yeah, no, it turned out they're
kind of cool. Yeah, it's like okay. And then they're like, okay, Dad. I'm like, oh, Dad, right? They're like, no, where's your father? The person who birthed you, whatever.
That was very confusing. But it made some things a little bit more make sense. But
rewatch Pacific Rim, and I can't remember those characters, but pretend that they're actually a couple and not father and son.
Yeah. And here I thought you were talking about the one where Rihanna was a shape changer stripper, a.k.a. not safe for work morph. I've never heard of that movie.
Huh.
Oh, our Amazon package is on the way.
Right now?
Yeah, I don't know. I just got an email. Dark Phoenix. I've not seen any of the new X-Men movies. I keep wanting to. I kind of want to watch, like, chronologically, although I guess it's just like a retelling, so I guess the original X-Men have nothing to do with the new one, the new class, and all that kind of stuff. But I kind of wanted to watch all of them. Kind of like what, we did like with the Marvel movies and stuff, so.
Oh, yeah.
Suicide Squad. No, I remember. Yeah. Valiant, that Disney movie about carrier pigeons from England. We never saw that.
I forgot what it was called.
Yeah.
There's also that one, people talk about it, like the owls, like is that the one of like
Guardians?
Owls?
Is that the Guardians?
Maybe Guardians of the something. It wasn't just the Guardians.
Oh, okay, because that's another movie.
It's like realistically 3D
Yeah.
owls. There was also that one, what was it called? Freedom. It was about turkeys.
Oh,
yes. Not that I wanted to see that one,
right.
But there was also one about like a guy who became a baseball bat. I don't know. There was a whole bunch of crappy movies.
There are a whole bunch of crappy movies. And the last comment, well, I mean, there are more obviously, but it was, that now with Netflix, it's 85% of the movies they watch because they're just like those bargain bin ones.
We can't even remember the last one we watched.
Yeah. I honestly can't remember. Okay, this might be funny or this is going to be weird. What do you wish was not socially acceptable? Working yourself to death? Shaming males for being a virgin past a certain age?
Shaming anybody.
Yeah. Tipping at restaurants instead of employers not paying their workers. Immediately dismissing other people's suffering as unimportant as their own fault for not being useful / smart enough or whatever.
Now people are trying to be like...
Yeah. Social justice. Greed and corruption.
Or is that...
peer pressure.
I'm learning new words. Virtue signaling where you feel bad.
Yes, virtue, yeah. Ew, this is gross. Guys not washing their hands after using the bathroom.
Just because people do it a lot doesn't mean it's not socially acceptable.
Right. But I guess it's because they don't get shamed for not doing it.
I would, I'm not really like one of those, but can we stop using like female terms to be the insults? Like you're crying like a little girl.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. Like a little boys cry a lot too, but
that's right.
It's just like...
Yeah, because then we still have words that are, to me, like genderless, like wimp.
Yeah, so crying like a baby, crying like a child.
Yeah,
like
right.
But why does it have to be specifically crying like a girl?
Yeah,
or,
exactly.
Like, oh, you play like a girl, or you... I mean, like... That's so, like, 1940s. Like,
it really is.
Can we just come up with new insults, please? Yes. Turning it around as long as I don't die.
You bought a troll? Ugh. This one, I don't know if I should read it, but it says, people, ... who overuse and misuse, ... The ellipses, why do you, ... do that? My boss always does this. Normally it's not a big deal, just kind of weird, but if I text him to let him know I'll be late or something, I usually get, okay, ... And I know he just sends everything with that, but it makes me feel like he's suspicious of me or something. I know, I have that too. I'll have people who be like, oh, can someone help me with this? And then I'll like email, be like, oh yeah, I'll do it. And they'll be like, thanks, ... I'm like,
oh yeah, you were just
so is it genuine thanks or yeah? Anyway. Oh, man, I hate that. Because I also read into everything, so then I'll even bring in things. The fella will be like, yeah, I did that with the other one with my new boss. It's like, she said great thanks, ... What?
Yeah, what does that mean?
What, yeah, like, did I do something wrong?
I mean, if we're getting into, like, you know, like, grammar that people make a mistake, and I also hate that term, grammar Nazi. Okay, yeah. But if I add something wrong and the people correct me about my math, nobody calls them math Nazis. So,
maybe we should.
Yeah, I'm gonna start, you know, like, the earth is round. Okay, science Nazi, jeez. But, like, the apostrophe S to show plural is one thing. Like, it's not right, and you should never use that.
Yeah.
But it's getting to the point where now everybody thinks any word that ends in an S has to have the apostrophe S.
Yeah.
Like, thesis. You know, I mean, that's the only word I could think of for some reason. It was like, apostrophe S, like, apostrophe S. Like, I guess it's just in their heads now, you just don't stop to think about it. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
I remember back when you could have, like, plural and you do that and you don't put the S, but now I think every time, and now is if it's not plural, I mean, possessive.
Does not rust. These things do not rust. That's why I finally got them, and now I can start using bags of sand.
Yay! Bags of sand!
Die.
This one's just a funny.
Okay.
Amish of Reddit. Why are you reading this? You can't have phones. What are you doing?
Rumspringer.
Yeah. What would you do if you and your dog were alone and he suddenly said, "No one will believe you," and then never spoke again?
Well, my dog's female, so I don't have to worry about that.
I would be like, girl, I don't need to tell anybody. Just talk to me, right? Why aren't you talking to me? Hey. Hey.
We've got...
Yeah, we...
The ace up our sleeve?
Yes, we make each other.
4 words. Fine. No more greenies.
Oh, that's true.
Bitch, you gonna talk now.
Yeah. Her ears, no! She's like...
Not you. No, she's like, I'm never talking.
Yeah. That's true.
Speak and you get 2. She's not greedy.
No. She also doesn't know how to speak on command either, like even just barking. Is she on? Does that count?
You're right.
She only barks when she's playing, or she does like that play growl, or occasionally if like someone's at the door. She does woo. She howls more than barks.
Oh.
But she won't. I can't get her to howl. Like, you know how like some people like they'll like play a thing or like. You got back up again?
Yeah, I got set up.
Some people can like play a sound like another.
I can't believe
howling.
I've gotten to. I'm sorry, but all these times we've gone in, I have not found a single egg. Unless I just like
crazy.
By now I should have found many.
That's the purpose of this game.
Exactly. Like, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's Anyway, I was just saying.
Oh, I forgot to change this shit. You heard that?
We all heard that.
I know,
was that you?
The game.
Oh man,
we all heard.
I was squeaking out the window. It's so funny, because my boss has that, you know, that scary that like haunting noise as her thingy.
Where are you going?
Oh, it wasn't my boss, it was the HR lady. But anyway, because it was during training, that's why I heard it. And like at first I hear it, I'm like, because it's just like a high noise. I'm like, what? And then you hear it, and it's like, no, it's creepy. Anyway, I thought that was like a break or something.
No, it was the clown. He was trying to make.
Oh, that was loud. Wow. Okay.
I don't want to die.
Oh, well then don't. Anyway, my whole thing that I was trying to say was I can't get Cecily to howl on command like some people can do with dogs. I have tried with like, you know, puppies and stuff. I'll play them and she'll listen, but she won't.
It's gotta be in the breed. Like, it has to be a breed that is either less, like, bred, you know, like the huskies.
Right, yeah, that's true. More
like
wolves.
wolf.
You can just go, oh!
Oh, wow.
If I do that, you lick my face. You're like, oh, I think Koopa's daddy's home. What makes you smile instantly? Seeing an animal playing. Yeah, I love when barrels from Animal Crossing. Lately, because I've been having to drive home from work, and not on the like the highways and all those scary roads, but when I get closer to like the town where we live in, I'll see like every day I've seen like 3 cars with like the back window down and like the big dog's head out like sniffing or whatever. That always makes me happy. And then I have to come home and tell her I saw a dog. And you're like, why? Because one time I saw a really cute dog. It was like a Doberman. And I think, I went to work. And it's like, oh, I saw a cute doggy. And not a damn person cared. This was not this job. This was 3 jobs ago. But anyway, it was like, I wanted to tell somebody. I have this like urge. I have to be like, I saw a dog today. Yep, dogs greeting each other when they're out walking. My puppy's reaction when he sees me after I've been gone a few hours. A nice pair of boobs.
I call shenanigans on the boobs one, though. Like, you're working retail and, like, a Karen walks up with a real nice rack, you're still gonna smile.
Well, before she says anything, I guess.
Oh, okay.
This may seem weird, but I smile whenever I see a tree bears fruit. So I guess when a tree has fruit on it.
Oh, okay. Or it just takes a really long time for him to be happy because he's, like, waiting for the fruit to ripen.
Yeah. My boyfriend often sends, simple photos when he goes on walks. Just the other day, he sent me a picture of bumblebees with, it's so cool seeing them go around pollinating. Very simple, but it makes me incredibly happy. Aww. My cat, dogs.
I think that shows that he, like, cares about you more than, like...
Yeah, but then that makes her smile, so... Huh. Washboard abs. Guy, girl, don't matter. I just love abs. What makes you smile? The muscles in my face. Okay, Dad. A lot of dogs. A lot of dogs. Well, my daughter being a dancing hot dog. That one's a new one.
How often do you see that?
Yeah, well, this video is like 4 or 5 years old now, but it's still... Okay, what makes you instantly smile? Besides dogs, because that's obviously... Barreled, you said.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just funny. I smile for a lot of different things. Like...
Yeah.
Just genuinely pleasant things. Mm-hmm. Can't think of any of them right now off the top of my head.
It's funny that I don't necessarily... I have an odd opinion on children. Like, sometimes I don't want to be around them or don't like them. But I do love when I see a very caring, like usually like a father or like a man with a kid. Oh, that always makes me really, smile and everything. And then sometimes, a mother to a child too. Just seeing that like nurturing, like vulnerability of the softness, but.
Oops, I did the wrong thing.
Okay, sorry, she needs to go out. Okay, you going out for the rest of the stream.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on my mood, too. Like, oh my gosh, with these guys! Oh, those guys were more annoying, but these trolls, man, they're trolling me hard.
It's like a giant mouse. Yeah. What superpower seems awesome, but on reflection would be awful to live with? Yeah, see, this is what I thought. The ability to read minds. Having normal relationships would be next to impossible. Yeah. Ew, X-ray vision at a family reunion. Super strength. A lot of people disregard that. With the enormous amount of strength, you would constantly hurt others and yourself through everyday normal things that are usually inconsequential. Accidentally bumping your toe on a table would end with the toe and the table being destroyed. Run into a wall and you dislocate your shoulder or destroy the wall. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
The super ability to smell things. Keep off the subway. Super speed. Some things are so damn slow as it is. Imagine everything going as slow as a snail's pace all the time. But usually super speed, it's just travel. So like the Flash can live as a normal person. What's happening?
They're gonna kill us. Yeah, like they can control it. Because I was gonna say like the mom from that.
Elastigirl.
Like she Elastikicks, whatever. That would get old.
Yeah. Yeah, that Mr. Fantastic was also elastic, wasn't he?
Fantastic Mr. Elastic.
Yeah, being invisible.
Yeah.
Unless, I guess, then you can control. But that is the saddest thing. If you guys ever watch Boku no Hero Academia, My Hero Academia.
Oh.
Hagekure, I think that's her name. I can't remember what her name is now. Their quirk, they're basically, it's a society that most people have superpowers. And her quirk is that she's invisible. But, like, always. And because of the way, so there's one of their teachers has the quirk, which is the magical ability to stop other people's quirks from working. So, like, you know, like that, if you had super speed or something like that, he could look at you, and if he catches your eye contact or whatever, then you wouldn't be super strong. It's temporary, but still. But because hers is, because there are two different types of it, and I'm not nerdy enough to have it memorized, but there's a word for it or whatever. So since hers is like ingrained or whatever, he can't do that to her. So like he can't stop it, so she could be seen for once in her life. So you can only see that she's there because of the outfit she wears. And then it's really funny because people are like, yeah, so if you just see her in gloves, does that mean she's like naked? But I think they gave her like a suit that had I don't remember. That is really sad. Mind reading. Yeah, this person said the limits of invisibility. Another super strength. The ability to see the future. It would suck knowing when loved ones die.
Yeah. I was thinking about that too, like if you knew when your death was, or like when your family member, yeah, like...
Yeah. And being able to go back in time. This one said the ability to fly north. Oh, okay, I guess like it's a red versus... Yeah, I know, right? I think like you could fly north. Once you land, you have to walk wherever you're going. This is it's a quote from Red versus Blue. TV show, or not TV show, but it's yeah. So anyway, so that's the first thing is, so you can only fly north. It's so inconvenient. Once you land, you have to walk wherever you're going. Now look, the fact of the matter is the ability to fly north, and only north, is just going to lead to more problems than it solves. That didn't sound funny to me, but maybe if you liked Red and
I'm sure in context, but like that I mean, any superpower that's like so specific.
Yeah.
Like, you can unlock doors that were locked from a key. You know,
right,
like,
yeah.
Not like padlocks or something like that.
Or Megs. Actually, that would be the best superpower to have, or whatever. In just like a normal society, like mutants thinking X-Men, where like you're not supposed to have a superpower. Because then she'd have always manicured nails.
Yeah.
Or like great nails, but then she could go in really tight when she has to do like manual labor. Because I'm always breaking my nails when I'm doing things.
Right.
Flight, it gets super cold up there. Being daredevils doesn't sound fun at all.
Flight is one where I think it wouldn't work like the shows, like, and you wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
So you're right. Mm-hmm. I guess that's what the point was. Like, in real life, it wouldn't work out.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that one.
Invulnerable immortality. Eventually, you're going to get stuck somewhere you can't get out of, and then you're just stuck forever.
Oh.
Perhaps laser eyes. Unless it's determined by will. Yeah, immortality.
Oh,
is the
yeah,
saddest.
like Scott.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a curse.
Man, I'm lagging on this level.
Alright, let's switch over to let's Google some fun facts. Not fun facts. Oh, I guess I could Google fun facts. I was gonna do some like questions. I guess we have been recording for about an hour, so
yeah, we're getting pretty close. Probably another 10 minutes. I just really wanted to find an egg. Especially on one of these levels, because it could be a griffin.
Alright, this is from thecut.com. I'm not gonna edit this video, so just Google if you're interested. Oh, I've got one for you.
Okay.
Which of your family members are you closest to?
This is a hard one. Mm-hmm. Can you come back to me?
Yeah. What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? I was gonna say fart, but actually I don't. I think I fart in my sleep. Yeah, I used to sneeze like 10 times in a row.
Like, do they mean like literally as soon as you open your eyes, or do they mean like when you get out of bed?
That's a good. I don't know.
Because the first thing I do, like, either is check what time it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
or make sure my phone is nearby so that I can turn off the alarm.
Mm-hmm. And then also most of the time, always check my phone.
Yes, I found another collar.
Roll over and kiss Cecily or pet her or smile if she's under the covers.
Shit, I'm gonna die. I just want to get that collar. Just please don't put me to sleep.
Some of these are weird. I don't know the answer to this. What is the craziest lie you've ever told? I tell white lies. I try not to actually tell, like, lies like that could hurt people, you know, because that always will back. That's just not a good way to live.
Yeah.
So I've told people, like, you know, oh no, that does look good, or, you know, that kind of thing. The craziest one, I guess, is the most recent, where I told an untruth of when exactly I quit my previous job.
Yeah, that was weird.
But it's not crazy. People do that all the time.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I was careful to, like, everything else is the truth. I didn't exactly say what. Because people don't need to know. Like, my parents don't need to know. You know. Anyway.
Well, especially at this day and age, like,
yeah.
I've told fibs or whatever you would call
Yeah.
it, like, you know, so you can try not to get in trouble. But I've not, haha, it doesn't work. Like tried to say, oh, I was once the member of this band.
Yeah, I've never Now, okay, this isn't crazy. Okay, no, it's crazy. It's just like weird, and I can't remember the story now. I once was telling a coworker a story, and halfway through the story, I remembered that it didn't happen to me. It happened to Fell Harbor. I was telling a story like, you know, oh, one time I went to work or something like that. I don't know what it was. It was a funny story. And I was telling it, and halfway through, I was like, oh, this didn't happen to me. So that was crazy, because then she's like, what the hell are you talking about? So, because I had that briefest of seconds, I ended up telling, because it was a friendly coworker, you know. So I had that briefest of moments where I was like, should I just continue saying that it was me, or should I be honest and be like,
oh, yeah.
You know? I have had that where it's like, but again, I always try to save face of others. So they'll be like, oh, you know, didn't we go to the supermarket together that one time? And I'd be like, oh, you know, yeah, I can't remember. You know, it's like, no, we totally didn't. You're thinking of Janet over there or something like that, you know.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah, but I don't consider those lies. Those are what's called white lies, where like that, it doesn't hurt anybody.
Yeah, and it's innocuous enough of a thing that you did together that it's not like, oh, now you can be my best friend. Or...
Right, exactly. I think the last lie I told, like, to get out of trouble or whatever, was back before I even graduated high school. So, yeah. And I ended up telling the truth anyway. So, I'm just an awesome person, and I guess you are too. You don't have it.
I mean, I just don't think I've ever been in a position where, like, I really needed to lie about something.
Yeah.
You know, like...
Yeah. If you don't live your life in a precarious way.
I don't really want to, like, die in here. But...
Do you believe in aliens?
This vaguely came up the other stream. I believe that there could be, you know, or probably is. There's a high likelihood that there's life on other planets. Mm-hmm. The church doesn't really teach one way or another because that's for science to tell us. Mm-hmm. So I believe, yeah, okay, here we go. I believe there is very high probability that there's life on other planets. I don't think that they're to the point where they can come visit us.
Right.
Like, I know people are like, oh, well, Earth might not be yeah, we might not be the most advanced, but that doesn't mean that they're advanced. They're still following the same things that we're, you know, constraints that we have with matter and, and time and like just being so far away. So, yeah. So that's where I stand on it.
Yeah, I have two thoughts on that. One thought, I completely agree with you. Where I do believe there probably is life out there, but it's still out there. I don't believe in little green aliens walking the planet. And
I really don't think they'd
like
be
Men in Black, that
abducting
kind of,
us all the time.
Yeah. But sometimes when you hear about these conspiracies, I do think that there is more out there. No, but like the
Or like the government knows things.
Yeah, like the Men in Black people specifically. That's what I was gonna say. Like, so the movie Men in Black, I don't believe that, where there's like that aliens walking around. But the concept of the Men in Black is really creepy, and there have been like visual sightings of these people. So again, I don't know that necessarily that they were like hiding aliens.
So, and I guess
that they're aliens.
I have a question. Like the Men in Black theory, is it that they work for the government and try to help cover up either extraterrestrial or like things that they just don't want the public to know because we might, oh wow, that guy's real strong.
Yes, there are several theories on them.
Okay.
Some people believe the Men in Black are the aliens. Some people believe that they work for the government. Some people believe they're a separate entity. But it is all around the idea of keeping the secret of other life forms. And whereas I don't know if maybe that part is true, I do feel like there might be like some crazy ass cult out there, or like that, you know, government agency where they have to shave their heads and, you know, that kind of stuff.
I was afraid this was gonna happen.
Are you
Please wake up, please wake up.
Oh no.
He's gonna die.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna be dead. No, wake up me! I woke up. Okay, I'm leaving. I pushed it too hard.
Yeah.
What am I wearing? Oh, Simon's dead. Because the whole time I'm walking around, I'm like, I'll just keep going. I was really worried I was going to step on either a sleeper or a paralysis trap, because when you attack those krakens, they hurt you back because they're electric field on them. So not only are they strong, every time you hit them, you also get hurt. So, whew, that was close. And I have 2 diamond shields, and I finally got my gold and my diamond. So now I can start buffing it. And to lose that, I probably would have quit and been like, let's play something else. Let me go sell.
Okay.
Is
there anyone that we need to visit before we
Oh, wait a minute.
hot?
I meant to go leave, but I forgot she makes me go to bed.
Get up!
She always does the same thing.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, she does say the same thing.
It eventually changes, but we just haven't advanced that story yet.
That's cool.
All right.
That's cool.
Really quick, I'll go sell. Probably should check in on Nico if we don't run into a cutscene.
A fountain for the central square. Please help us with your donation. Hey, Liam! Or hey, Liam, whatever. Are you going to donate?
No. I sure will. I mean, sure I will.
Yeah, we've done it! Liam is the first donor! A 0 G.
Yeah. I'll give you 100. I don't really know if I have that much money.
Thank you, Liam.
You're welcome.
Nico Southly. Southly? Southly?
Southie, I guess? I don't know. Sute.
Here I am. I, Josh, Road, have come to you. By the way, did this dummy make a donation for the fountain? He donated 100 gold.
Yeah.
Well then, I always want to say guild, sorry. I shall donate 100 plus 1.
Wow.
Wow, thank you. Well, will you excuse me, lady?
Upstaging me.
He called me lady.
He probably meant doodly.
You should be a little nicer to her. Why is she saying that? To me.
I don't know what a doodly is. Like, it must be some kind of, like, they didn't, like,
yeah, that's true.
a lady or dude. I don't know. I don't know what the translation just completely. It must have been a pun.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Doodly.
Lady.
She should have lied and said that you gave 1,000 when you only gave 100.
I know. I wouldn't have said anything. And then this, yeah, it's just.
It's hard to find another one as cute as this one.
Is it? There's like 5 of like the translations. I swear. Lady, he probably meant doodly.
Oh, Liam. No, don't look at me.
Spoilers, but she meant it more like now she's blushing when she sees me.
No, don't look at me.
Yeah, she's...
You've got money. When you look at me, I think my heart skips a beat. What do you want? She fell for you fast.
Oh, she's more... And you'll see from her more conversation, it's more like a... When you look at me, I mean, like, I think she's more angry that she started to fall for me.
Well, she's confusing and her face is nothing but eyes.
I don't know why. Like, Nico has another, like, pouty face. I don't know why she doesn't get another face. You're joking again. Should I get you a doctor? Grabby McFeely.
About 40 to 50% are joking?
Yeah, probably.
About half the time I'm joking.
Yeah, there you go.
So, what will it be today?
First I'm gonna sell, but I think I'll buy something.
Oh, what would you like to sell?
I'm going to sell iron. Troll. See, what's interesting to me is like the stuff that's like bewitched or whatever, sells for way more.
What's interesting me? Well, because you want to give that to somebody who's gonna die.
See, like the vital -1 is 36, whereas a vital just -1. I guess. And then like vital -1 is not that much lower than the vital that actually works.
Right. Wait, now you sure you want to sell? Oh, because
yes, because I want the gold because that doesn't rust, so I can start using my freak, my dust on it, and I want to keep the diamonds. And I'm going to keep the big blaze.
Whoa.
Take the pita and the holy and the speakers. I want the restore. Keep restore. Keep the blaze. Keep both diamonds.
I guess it.
Let me sell all that, and then keep my gold and keep my Simon. East. I'm selling.
Thank you very much. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes. I've come to buy.
Use your code. What is that?
Bed, canopy, table.
Bonsai.
Bonsai.
Ew, how do you...
Plant. Carpet, carpet, carpet. Tiger. Stuffed deer.
It was the...
I want some stuffed deer. Painting, scroll, something. I can afford that. I guess I can't. Why is it grayed out? TV, fridge, range. See,
Whoa.
good vest. Like,
yeah.
oh, I can't afford. I don't need it right now, though.
Cream.
Yes.
Is that food?
No. Duck. I think is it the cream I buy? I thought I bought and gave her something, but it's been so long. I'm just looking.
Thanks, Liam. Come again.
Now I can do this.
Have.
This is for you.
For me? Thanks.
Oh. Oh, we'll see what she says next time. It's like, whoop, and pulls it back on the shelf.
Yeah.
Just basically gave you 100 gold. Okay, so I do think we need to go talk to the girl that I stole from last time. No, not that guy. Oh, I probably could afford to build something in my house then. But I'm not finding any eggs, so why expand my barn?
Truth.
Hi, Patty.
What are you doing here?
No particular reason. To pay for the last meal.
It'll be 300 gold.
I'll pay it.
Shouldn't charge you a late fee?
Yeah, right?
As long as you pay, you're a customer to us. Please have a seat right over there.
Thank you.
I forget all these people's voices, so they just all sound the same. Hi.
You know, I think I do have to buy everything. Let's get some sushi. What color sushi you want?
Let's start with red. And just work down the list. One order red sushi coming up. Just a moment.
I think I do have to dine and dash again and then tell her I can't afford it.
Oh. Here you are. Like right immediately? Or
I'm going to pay for this one and then I'll do it the next time we see her. When vinegar is added to the rice of Munspaya, the rice will change to any of 7 colors, depending on the proportion of the vinegar used.
But it's clearly white with just some tuna and
clearly,
salmon on top.
you must be putting your su in your sushi.
Truth.
America. I'm sorry, I got something back. This restaurant prepares 4 different batches of the vinegared rice, each used for a different selection of the sushi ingredients.
Nice.
The vinegared rice here is slightly red. That's a really big piece of sushi, because I guess that's the one with the egg on the top.
Oh, yeah?
It's the highest grade, so the rice has more taste to it. With this sushi, you order the sushi to enjoy the taste of the rice, rather than what comes on top.
Whoa. That's weird.
We don't have fish, it's just rice. This really has the best tasting vinegared rice. Next time we eat our... This! Like the whole restaurant. It gives you the feeling that, yes, you are eating sushi. Munch, munch. Yeah, next time we go to our sushi place, this really is the best place for sushi. Because when I eat it, yes, I really feel that I am eating sushi.
Let's see. Patty, I've changed my mind. I'll have what I always have. Okay, the special, right? And Patty, add some of your love to that. He always says that.
He does.
Right. Even though her daddy's the one cooking.
You like what I'm eating? Oh, he didn't even comment on it.
Liam, it's you. Fancy meeting you here. By the way, you couldn't possibly know the quality of its taste. Darn. What, you just left? Because
he didn't pay.
He didn't eat.
Oh. That's a good point. They just put it back in there like, oh well. I will pay this time.
The bill comes to 500 gold.
I'm
running away. I like that he says that.
Yeah.
That reminds me of... Yes.
Waka waka, exit stage left.
When I used to work at GameStop and that someone stole a PlayStation, he was like, I didn't pay for this shit, and then runs out. And we're like, oh shit, he's all paid for it.
But he declared it before he left, so...
He did.
I don't think Selfie... Oh, I have to go in there. Okay. Let's see if Celsi says anything new, since we've seen her now.
Hey, Puffy Lips. It's Puffy Lips, Liam.
Hi.
You're jealous of my brother Gauche, and you're harassing him again, aren't you? Enough is enough.
Hey man, just because he only hangs out on the 2nd floor doesn't mean... Gauche being jealous?
Ew.
Is that right?
Can't you take responsibility for yourself? I pity you.
Well, I will leave you two together.
Yeah, that's really nasty.
Yeah.
They kind of remind me of that movie.
They do. Where the 2 of the siblings are in love.
Oh, were they in love?
Hello.
I'm thinking of that other one. Oh, well, hello, William.
Now, Okami is somebody, it's also, it means wolf, but that's with the 2 O's, but like this also can mean like the old lady who runs like an inn or something. I learned that when we went to Japantown in San Francisco, and she wanted Okami and written on a scroll thing.
Yeah.
And we asked for that, and the guy's like, Okami? I'm like, yeah, Okami. And he's like, Okami? I'm like, Japan! We had that problem with one of our language people too. They're just so like, yeah, I really meant right. An old lady who runs the inn, not the other word that means wolf, and like we would totally ask for.
Which didn't it have a picture of a wolf on it?
It was,
or was it a lion, a tiger?
Mine was a. I think mine was a cat. Isn't yours like just a tulip or something?
Maybe it is.
But he wrote it in hiragana, so it doesn't even matter. But he only used the one O, and I remember looking up later, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, Okami. Like, I know, it's an accent. I messed it up, you know, and I anyway. And it's not a tonal language, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just like, anyway, context clues, dude.
Yes.
He also spelled my name.
That's right.
My name is Krisutinu, and he wrote Krisu Inu.
Ah, dog.
Oh, now you write it. Yeah, so I'm like the Chris dog or something. Anyway, whatever.
I've been waiting at this store for ages for this person to return.
Yeah, it just means a person. You're like, not me. It sounds like that.
This hunter has not returned since leaving for the tower. Is that his daddy? Boy, did he look smart in his blue cape.
Her lover.
They called him the Blue Warrior.
Yeah.
You'd think he'd walk right through that door any minute now.
Probably.
And tell me he's home. That's sad.
He's fine.
He's dead.
He's totally fine.
You were
Excuse
just
me.
in there.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Liam, you didn't enter from the back door today.
You bartender.
Oh, right. Excuse me. You're an adult now.
What?
You're bored talking to me, Mr. Bartender?
So, now you can legally drink, right?
So before you used to come in and illegally drink?
Yes.
What would you like today?
You're 15.
I'll have milk. I'll have juice. I'll have some milk at the bar.
Glug glug, here you go.
Oh.
Why is me saying
I'm sorry,
it?
that's me. Oh, wait, it is bartend. You drank my milk?
Yeah, I did. I think it's like pouring it, isn't it?
Get some ASMR. Man, you didn't do it.
That was a stupid one,
That was
sorry.
gross.
You're gross. I'm fabulous.
The milk here is special.
Ugh.
It goes down smooth because it's not too thick. And the natural sweetness is
Does
just
it come from those horses?
Yeah.
gulp gulp.
Why is it me?
I don't know. It was probably supposed to be me.
Yo, you've started going to the tower? Y'all listen to that? He's calling himself a hunter. You could get yourself killed taking the tower too lightly. Well, we'll educate you on what we experienced. Consider yourself lucky. But we're not going to repeat everything we say, so listen carefully. Except we are going to repeat everything we say. We're the same damn person.
Although I will say, there's more variation in the people in this game than there is in the Pokemon game.
Oh, jeez.
Like where you have
That's
like 4
true.
people next to each other that look exactly. At least 2 of those
Yeah.
people look different. All right, well, I think that's enough for today.
You walk weird.
Just for that, I'm going in here. There's nothing in here. Hello, can I pick this up? No.
Whose house is this?
Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It doesn't really matter. In Josh's house, I mean, I hope we get to go in Gosh's house. Josh, Gosh, whatever it is. I spend more time than I should climbing on this furniture and like jumping around the wall. Yeah, I still haven't gotten that far to get you your balls. Doing this, doing that. Yeah, pretty much talked to everybody, so I'm gonna go in here and save it. I hope you guys enjoyed this sitting and chatting and coughing and farting. Oops, I didn't mean to talk to you.
I burped. I don't think I farted.
We'll look at it next time. I'm too busy for you. I didn't realize I was close enough to bump into her, and like all of a sudden she turned to me, and I'm like, she's gonna yell at me for being mean to my little sister. Anyway, yeah. So let's do a little bit of a favoring. I'll let you do the extras because I have to pay attention.
Extras. Oh, like is it go buying and stuff?
Yeah. Tell them when we're streaming next.
Well, we are streaming on Saturday at noon Eastern Time. Pokemon Shields. I still get them wrong, mixed up.
Well, that's fine. We forgive you.
She really smells like dog food, but not the dog food we feed them because we don't feed them dog food anymore. We feed them people food. So check it out. And also, watch our other stuff. We just put up some snipper clips pro. And,
Where's my safe already? I have to build up my safe. Sorry.
bill up your safe. Are we doing that on stream?
No.
Then we will pick this up after the drop.